YouTube, and Periscope, which is Twitter. So there you are, and there you are. And so let me make this one public.
I feel like my hair isn't puffed on both sides like I like it.
That's IG Live. Okay. Checking my connection.
So do you have to request me before I get on?
Yeah, I'm going to do that next.
Okay.
Let me turn off Wi-Fi. Okay, we are live on Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to. You on? Hold on. Okay. A little bit then. All right. This one.
Wait, but now it's interference.
I got it. No worries. No worries. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we got it. Hey, I'm so excited. You guys, I have, if you have been following me from LA to now, and you have been seeing these amazing, this ombre colored dress with the belled sleeves on the end. That dress was absolutely designed and created by none other than the House of Swazi, Miss Yasmin, who is on with us tonight. And when I tell you that dress is epic, so epic that it is on all of my advertisements. It is everywhere. So even for the flyer that we are using for the 100 women, 100 interviews, listen, it's on that flyer too. And I share that picture as often as I possibly can, the multiple ones that we took. They're like, okay, you're gonna have to pick something else. I'm like, but I really love this one. I really love this dress. Yeah, but you dogging it.
Oh, Darlaina, I really appreciate that. You have no idea.
Listen.
Like, I didn't know it was gonna resonate with you as much as it did, and I'm so flattered and honored to have even had you wear it. Like,
listen,
I love it as much as you do.
I listen, when we tried it on at the house, it was wonderful when I tried it on in the house, but once we put it all together with everything, it was just like, oh my goodness, just beautiful and amazing. And yeah, I'm just like a little addicted or something. So it's amazing. So let me just backtrack a little bit. My name is Darlaina Rose. You are now watching the Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose, episode 7, because we skipped yesterday, because yesterday was my birthday, so we skipped yesterday. So we are now on episode, thank you, episode 7 with House of Swazi. Let me just say how honored I am again to have you here. Let me get her bio out so we can talk about who the House of Swazi is. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Hold on, let me grab that. So, you know, from the first day that I saw you back in January, we actually were able to, I was able to wear one of your dresses to an event that I went to. And thank you, Cola. I was so ecstatic even that day for the dress, because that dress also was a very regal dress. I'm waiting for those pictures to come back with the gloves and the sleeves. I don't know what it is with you and arms and sleeves, but whatever it is, keep doing that.
I think it's just like extensions of our own selves. It's like enhances any type of enhancement, honestly, is really my go-to. Like accentuate the fingers, the arms, like literally every single part of our body.
I see that. I see that in your work. So let me just tell you that. So when we met back in January, you had a different name for your business, and it's kind of evolved in a very short amount of time to what I don't even remember what you were calling, because House of Swazi is just perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah, so I had to do a little bit of some rebranding.
Yes.
Well, the name of the brand is still Swazi.
Yes.
So the company is called Swazi, but I call my headquarters, like my Instagram and my website, the House of Swazi. That's where you can find Swazi the house. At the house. So the House of Swazi, where you can find it.
Where you can find it. So let me just read a little bit.
Okay.
So and all of this is so amazing. Handcrafted pieces intended to speak for themselves that come from the House of Swazi. Items are exclusively tailored things while I was there to bring it all together. Of one. So you don't got to worry about going somewhere and seeing somebody joint on with your garment on, right? One of one pieces and released periodically in small, exclusive Swazi, desire. Swazi is one of the widely spoken, am I saying that right? Yes. Swazi is one of the widely spoken languages in the country of Swaziland, which has been renamed to Eswatini. One of the last monarch kingdoms in Africa, a name that carries a history of royalty. Word fusion of Swazi embodies the essence of its creation, of its creator, Yasmin Ahmad. Oh my God. So I am excited to have you here. I am so grateful again for you taking this time with us. So let's just get into it. It is Women's Month. Oh my goodness, it is Women's Month. You are a dope woman doing dope things, and that is the requirement to be here. And so that is absolutely you. So now that we're in Women's Month, when you think about women and what they're doing, what woman inspires you in your life and why?
What woman inspires me?
Yes.
That's such an impossible question, because literally
there's so many.
There's so many women that inspire me on a daily basis. A woman that inspires me. I guess right off the bat, since it's the last one of my friend, she just dropped off some food for me. I mean, some goods for me. So she comes to mind. But my best friend, Isha, inspires me. She's like one of the most resiliently strong women I've ever met. And I look up to her so much. Like, she's actually about to give birth. Like, she's days away, but she's still out here grinding, hustling, working, everything. Like, I'm like, this is not like literally about to drop. I keep telling her to rest. But she is
creators and entrepreneurs.
I have no words. Like, she's one of the most resiliently strong women.
Wow.
I'm just like, I need to learn from you. I just try to take little bits and pieces from her. Just like try to embody that. You know?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Oh, thanks, Nyla.
Oh, did somebody? Oh, yes. Thank you, Nyla. What is your favorite thing about being a woman? And a designer of women's clothing. Like, that all fits in that.
Honestly, I think one of my favorite things about being a woman is being able to embody beauty, like to create it, to recognize it, to perceive it, intuit it, like just like to be beautiful. I think that like beauty is such a power.
Yes.
And the fact that we embody it, that the fact that it's desired, makes us so. And each of us have our own unique energy. So it's like, it's just astonishing to see it. It's like an infinitely powerful essence. Like, beauty is so freaking infinitely powerful.
Yes.
And it can be expressed in infinitely different ways. Like, I think that is one of my favorite parts about being a woman, because not only are you seeing my beauty on my external self, but my insides, like how I'm carrying myself, how I speak to you, how I sound.
Yes.
How I choose, how my hair curls, like how it just goes up, how I just choose, like how the color of my skin, everything.
Woman, I love from NDA Nicole Designs All, and my nice little white shirt I just got from Gritty Soul out here. I like it.
You always swagged out.
Listen,
always
this got my rhinestones popping on the sleeve, on the thing. I love pretty things. So that's just what it is. I'm with you with that. Are there any assumptions about women that you would like to change, and why?
Wait, I missed the part of that question. Any assumptions about women that I
would like to change? Girls Auto Clinic just clicked in. Hey, Queen, it's been a minute.
Let's see. Any assumptions about women that I would like to change? I would like to change the idea that being sensitive or expressive emotionally is a weakness.
Yes.
I think that narrative has to change.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's almost like you're suppressing. It's, emotion is it can be a hard, challenging thing at times, but it's not a bad thing.
Definitely
I think
we have
to get out of that mindset that being emotional, being sensitive towards something about what someone says to you is weakness.
Yeah. So I think emotions exhibit strength, actually. To be able to cry today and still tomorrow get up and do what you got to do, regardless of what emotions you're expressing, it exudes strength to me. There's a lot of people who experience some of the worst, terrible traumas, terrible losses, but you see these people pushing through. You see organizations like moms, what is it? Moms in Charge. These women who have lost their children, but yet they have bonded together and they're out here in the streets pushing through so that the next woman who is in need of them, or getting the word out so that less people are in trouble. Like, I think that is, ooh, that part. So I believe that emotion is really a sign of strength. It really is. The next question, if what do you think are some good qualities of a great leader?
A leader.
A leader, yes.
A good leader has vision. They got to know where they're going. They got to know what they need from other people.
Absolutely.
A good leader is also a great listener, because obviously you can never get anywhere by yourself. So you need to know what are the needs of the people who you need to help you get to where you have to go. You have to be a great listener. You have to have great foresight. You have to be motivational and inspiring, because people have to not be convinced, but they have to want to follow you and see where you can take them and see how you can benefit their lives and see how you can relate to them. So you have to be, I believe, extremely motivational.
Yes.
There's numerous things.
I'm in agreement. Yes. Motivational, inspirational. You know, sometimes you have to be, you know, as a leader, you have to be like so what's the word? You have to be willing to be a servant as well, I think. You know,
that's what I was going to say. You have to also be a good follower, because you have to service others at all times at the same time. Everybody got to be good. Your whole team got to be good.
Yes.
You have to take care of others, making, just, I think acts of service as a leader is a very important quality.
Absolutely.
Well.
Absolutely.
Because that again plays into the motivational aspect.
Absolutely. My next question is, what was the first thing you bought with your own money?
First thing I bought with my own money?
Yes. You know, we're entrepreneurs out here. So when you start to build and grow, and I know my niece said the first thing she bought. The first, she said the first thing I bought with my own money was a whole thing of makeup. She said my first check was $154, and she said I went and bought $153.75 worth of makeup.
I think, well, it depends on what you mean by money, but my first big wave of like real money, what I did with that is I went on a vacation. I traveled.
Wow. Yes.
I think I went to LA. Yes, with my this was years ago, a couple years ago, and one of the things that I always want to do, what I see for myself, is just experiencing the world, different cultures, different cities, different countries, and I've always wanted to go to LA because I was actually considering living there and working as a designer in LA.
Why
so I was
not?
like, you know what? Let me see if this would be, let me explore this and see if it would be a good fit for me.
Yes.
And it really wasn't really like I wasn't in love, but that was what I did. With my
Rena, yes, Rena said come. Rena said come on to LA. Rena is the one who took the photo of the dress.
Yes.
Rena is she said, come on to LA. Let's go. Yes, so we'll be going back there. When are we going back there? June?
I would love to go to visit. I'm cool with LA to visit, but just to live, I think I need a little something more, a little bit more zen. The weather is nice.
Yes.
But I need something a little bit more quiet, I think.
I got you. You got it. And the next question is, what do you believe will be the biggest challenge for the generation of women coming behind you?
The biggest challenge for the next generation?
Yeah.
Not being afraid to be alone until what you deserve is really for you. Because I feel like a lot of women, we settle on things because we have this idea of wanting love, wanting to be accepted. And so we conform ourselves and we honestly put ourselves on the back burner just to appease what we think we want in that moment. And with this rise of social media and how there's so many standards for how a woman should be, and if you're in a relationship or not, relationship goals, all types of pressures.
Yes.
I think that would really, really affect the psychology of these young girls coming up. I would say that would be a challenge for them. But my advice would literally be, do not settle. Even if you're 35 and you don't have like that ideal husband type situation, like that just means that there wasn't anybody who was worthy of that title.
Absolutely.
Or that you have to do the work to kind of get to where we have to also as women take accountability, because just because you're not in a relationship at a certain age doesn't mean that it's always like the man's issue. Like both, like, you know,
we both have to do our work
as well. But I would say, I would definitely say self-love and not settling. Do not settle.
Yes, we all have to do our own work. We all have to do our own work. Sometimes what happens is we blame other people for what you don't have, but a lot of times you're not ready. You're not ready. So it's okay. It's okay to not be ready, you know, and not to jump into anything too soon because you're not ready. You know, some people say, oh, I need somebody to complete me, when actually they are not complete enough to even get into something like that. We have to be complete. They have to be complete. And we take two whole people into a relationship, not you 50% and he 50%, and then we make a whole. No, you're supposed to be 100% whole before you get into any relationship with somebody. So I definitely agree with you that the younger women absolutely, a lot of the things that's happening with social media, a lot of them will never know a world without the internet, without social media, without a smartphone. And because of that, it's a two-edged sword. It's good in one way and then bad in others. So, you know, the great thing is that there are people like you in the world, people like me in the world, to help to keep those types of, you know, things from taking over. Like we can really, you know, keep the women around us grounded, so that they don't fall for those traps. And so next I want to ask you, who are you and how are you showing up in the world for yourself and for your brand?
Ooh, such a deep question, you know. In the core, like.
Yes. Who is Yasmin of the House of Swazi?
Who is Yasmin? Well, I am always like I'm like on a journey of self-discovery on a daily basis.
Yes.
However, I would say I try to be as pure heart. Like I'm not gonna say I try to be. I am a very pure-hearted individual, and I'm here to experience, learn,
yes.
And also to share my own personal philosophies, which is honestly self-love, self-mastery,
yes.
and sharing like gifts, like I'm in the process of being more of sharing my gifts. I think this year is about accepting who I am and
yes.
sharing it wholeheartedly
yes.
to the world, and being like unapologetically like just me, like just me.
Yes.
And so when you ask me who I am, I mean, I don't know, like.
That's good. That's good. That's who you just told me. That's who
you
are. That's who you are. A pure-hearted individual, ready and raring to share your gifts with the world. I'm absolutely grateful that is who you are, because if that wasn't who you were, I would never have worn that dress. You know, you came out to Atlanta and you showed up and showed out, honey. Every piece that I saw that other people were wearing, I think one of the girls, when the sweatsuit line, the tie-dye line, I think that was so amazing. The pictures that was taken, I was like, whatever they selling, I'm buying. Whatever they selling, I'm buying. So tell us about your brand and the types of clothing that you are, the garments that you are putting out, or that you already have out. I know that I got a chance to wear the long pink dress with the gloves that were attached, the sleeveless with the gloves, and then the tie-dye dress in ombre. I don't even remember that because you said it. Ombre, it almost looked white. in Regal. It was in this lightweight type sweater material. So those are the two pieces that I experienced. But please tell us what other types of garments that you have in your line.
Sure. So what I like to create is I focus on women's wear predominantly at the moment. I'm trying to get into unisex, menswear. Like I'm like on that trajectory.
On that path,
but
yes.
I started as a women's wear designer because again, the philosophy of the brand is to really promote. It's honestly to promote natural beauty within like melanated, like people of color, essentially.
Yes, yes.
Only because I see how I used to like study the psychology of people and just sociology in general, and just seeing how the Western culture is moving and how our minds work in terms of just the beauty industry and the standard of beauty. So yes. I was like, okay, so we have this Kim K model of beauty, right? This pristine, very shapely, very polished woman who was perceived as the epitome of beauty, right? Mm-hmm. All women are supposed to essentially aspire to be her, to be a dime or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not really my vibe. And can't nobody tell me that I'm not like a dime because my hair is curly or because I'm wearing sweats. Are you kidding me? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to kind of like change that perception. Like, I'm just going to see, like, let me see if I can change that perception.
You doing it.
So I was like, I wanted to incorporate ethnic influences in my women's wear, but I wanted it to be high end. So it's going to be competing with the creme de la creme. Like, we 10 out of 10s over here. But it's going to be very, very, very authentic, very natural. Yes. So I focus on, there's a lot of like African inspiration. There's a lot of Indian and Asian inspiration in my cuts and things like that. So that's where it kind of gets me into patterns. Like I love patterns. I love textures. It's very sensory. Like anything that like stimulates me emotionally, mentally, it calls me. And so I use it as my medium essentially. And I use it to enhance and like enhance my design and I'm like in love with textures and patterns. That's like literally my thing. So that's where I focus on like one aspect of my brand. And then I also have this very chill and casual aura about me as well. Like I don't really see the need to be dolled up all the time. Like I'm at home, I'm just going to be comfortable in my sweatpants and I'm still going to be put together. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I think we need to change the narrative of how we see beauty. And that's really, really my main goal with for being a fashion designer. That's my main goal. Absolutely. It's a very sociological like route essentially. And so I do have the high end, but I also have a very casual and comfortable line too. So I have my sweats and hoodies and I'm actually going to come out in the springtime. I'll have like biker shorts and just like lounge wear, casual wear, something that's very nice. The quality, you can't compromise on quality. Yeah. But it's very comfortable. So I have like these two dynamics of luxury meets comfort. Yeah. And I always kind of like play the line between both of those. And so you'll see like a lot of my unisex and a lot of my menswear will be featured more so in like the loungewear aspect of the brand.
Got you. Well, Swazi, I'm telling you, these 30 minutes go by so fast. Where can we find you? Where can we find you? Like, what's your website and all that kind of good stuff? How can somebody place an order? All that.
So if people want custom orders, I do take them. I take a couple a month because it can get a little overwhelming. But you can find me at The House of Swazi. That's my Instagram. And also my website is House of Swazi. So House, House, of O-F, and then Swazi, SWAZI. I do small releases and I do also one-of-one customs as well.
We love one-on-ones, honey. Them one-on-ones is something to be said for. So you are a young African-American woman. doing something amazing in the world. And we know that when we are building our brands, we are bootstrapping. One of the problems is always, do we have enough money to do that? So what we've been doing on this web series is having our guests to drop their Cash App. So that if anybody feels so inclined to help you in that vein, to for whatever falls on your heart, whatever you feel like, if you want to help this young African American woman led business to grow, and you just want to see to her just enough money for lunch, or to go get her hair done, or go get her nails done, because all of those things, they kind of fall to the wayside when you are working as a entrepreneur. It's just sometimes it's not enough money to get my hair done, or sometimes not enough money to get my nails done. So it's always amazing when people who just want to seed into you. So for people who want to seed into you, will you please tell us what your Cash App is?
Sure. It's $Yasmin Ahmad.
And that's
should I write it in here?
Yeah, you can.
Tag it or something?
Yeah, you can.
Let me see. So it's just $, my first name and last name.
Okay.
YAASMEEN. My last name is Ahmad, AHMAD.
There it is.
That's probably right.
No, Z, 2 A's, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, double A, tongue tied.
Yes.
Double A, double E in my first name.
Double A, double E, first name. So look at the one that's under the House of Swazi. For those of you who are interested in seeding into this young, amazing African American woman who is making people like me beautiful, because I can tell you I've gotten
That's the goal.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Yes, and I've had the opportunity to wear 2 of her one of one pieces, and
Two one of ones. No one else in the world.
One of ones, right? So they made. I just felt so. In the first one, the pink one with the high, it kind of reminds me of it was definitely like a Asian type vibe with it, and people stopped me. I went into an urban club with this on, urban party. It wasn't a club, an urban party. And everybody else was just kind of regular. And I walk in with that, and women literally stopped me and said, "You look so regal. Are you sure you're supposed to be here with us?" kind of thing. So it
and
made
the gloves too. It's just like the gloves gives it another level. Like,
it does, because people don't do that. People don't wear gloves. Yeah. And then, when I got to wear the other dress in LA, I think maybe you should name these dresses so that we can call them something.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Honestly, like each of them, when they come from me, I feel like they're like little bits of me, like little bits of my energy is literally inside them. So I do name them. They have their own names.
Okay.
The one that you wore, the blue one, the ombre that you wore was balance. So that signifies balance.
Yes.
It was very like calming, very zen.
Yes.
Peaceful, very like structured and put together.
Yes.
Actually, the fuchsia one, I didn't get a chance to name that one.
Okay.
I don't remember naming that one.
I want to know the name once we get the pictures.
But typically, I do name them.
Yes. Okay. So balance was beautiful. And so I am grateful for you. Please don't ever stop. Continue to be who you are, and what you are doing in the world is so needed. We're so grateful and thankful that you are walking in and on purpose, even if people don't understand. Sometimes we are in purpose and people don't understand. Why won't you just go to work? Because I can't. I cannot go there. Every time I go there, it never works out, because God has another plan. And as long as I stay intuitively focused on the walk that God has for me, everything that I need will always be provided for. One of the things that I read somewhere, I don't know, somebody might know where it came from. Give us this day our daily bread. As long as you got what you need for today, that's all you need. Tomorrow will be here tomorrow. And yesterday is already gone. So the present is a gift, and that's where we're going to stay, right here, present and in person and on point. With that being said, yes, it's 7:30 already. Is there anything else that you would like to add for the people, to tell them anything or how you're feeling in this moment? whatever else you want to add.
Only thing I could say is I have some really cool things coming out for the spring. So if you guys, ladies, if y'all like bodycon dresses, y'all like to get sexy. I know there's not really that many places to go, but out to lunch or just like little dinner date drunk.
Yes.
I have a bunch of cute stuff coming out for the spring. Just know that. Just stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
And anybody wants to model for me, okay? Anybody want to model?
Okay, model call. I'm a model now, so you got me.
Oh yeah, but you in Atlanta, so I would have to start shipping stuff.
No, we'll talk about. Listen, I'll be up there shortly. I'll be there in a minute. So thank you everybody for watching tonight. Oh my goodness, we are doing the thing. We are at episode 7, about to go into episode 8. We so appreciate each and every person for watching. We know you could have been here anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to spend it tonight with me and House of Swazi with my dear friend Yasmin. So we thank you for watching again. See us tomorrow, same time, same station, 7 o'clock to 7:30 for the next dope woman who is doing, wait a minute, hold on, pause. Let me type in your website. Somebody said, I can't find the website.
Oh, it's in my bio.
They are on Facebook saying that. So tell me what it is. I'm gonna put it right now. It's House of Swazi.
HouseofSwazi.com.
HOUSEFSWAZI.com.
Darlaina, thank you so much for having me. This was super fun.
Yes.
This is like my first live review, so I'm just like,
oh, you got it, girl. It's live. I like live better. Oh, Nicole just popped on. Yes, Nicole, you are highly represented in this moment. She is. You're
her
here.
Her jewelry is crazy.
Yeah, her jewelry is crazy.
Crazy. Never seen nothing like that. Like the wrapping intricacies is ridiculous.
Yes. Let me let you see this one up close.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. So thank you everybody for watching. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. with our next dope woman. Thank you, Yasmin of House of Swazi. Make sure you are following her, because when springtime come and I'm wearing my new spring pieces, I don't want y'all to be upset that y'all didn't get yours. So do not, make sure that if you are not following her, that you are doing just that so that you don't miss a thing. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, House of Swazi. We'll be watching. So you guys have an amazing rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
See ya.